Hello everybody, and welcome. Today we are building my new Bookwyrm Farm, which is behind me now. This farm is built with the idea of large-scale bookworm breeding, so we can get ourselves golden bookworms as quickly as possible. I also made this in a confined space, so as to keep the bookworms as manageable as possible, because, things can get pretty out of hand. Alright, now time to give you guys the quick run-through as to how this farm works. Pretty simple. At the top here, this is the dispenser. We load this up with these AoE love arrows, which are pretty simple to make. Simply silver arrows, which is glass, and regular arrows, a love potion, which is seeds, carrots, and wheat, with a glass bottle. That'll give you 3 of these, and boom, you're done. So you simply add loads of these in there. This is pointing downwards. In here is where all of our bookworms will accumulate, and we add some vines in there just to stop mob cramming, so we can pile hundreds or, well, hopefully not thousands in there. So yeah, this is quite a large amount of bookworms, even though it doesn't really look it. From there, they are stood on a trapdoor, so our little babies pop on through. This is my redstone method, by the way, here, so I prefer to use an ender watcher, which is this eye here, which sends a redstone signal whenever I look at it. But you can use any sort of, lever or button or whatever as well. So whenever I look at it, it sends one pulse through. The AoE love arrow will pop on through. And just to let you know, so the AoE love arrow, that will affect 6 entities in that space. So in order to not waste your arrows, they need to be off cooldown. Otherwise, you'll keep affecting the same ones together. See, if I do this, no, 4 or 5 or whatever, we should still get 3 that pop on through. See, there was 1, there was 2, should be 1 more. There we go. So don't do that. Basically, just look at it like so. Wait for the 3 babies to drop. Boink. 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 There we go. So every time this fires in that little space there, you don't affect the same 6 entities, and you affect the ones that are breeding already. And they'll start piling up like this. This is where you'll get your golden baby. Hopefully that pops on through, even though it's very unlikely that I will get a golden one as I'm making this video right now. So golden bookworms have got a pretty low chance. I believe it's something like 5% or maybe even less. So yeah, you have pretty low odds for these guys. Now then, from here, all of our little babies will be here, but you'll probably start off with a relatively low amount of bookworms. So I devised this little system here. So let's say perhaps these are just 2 trapdoors, simply like so. So what I've done here is, let's say one of these here is a golden bookworm. Just grab that one, pull him aside. This is simply a lead, so just yoink him out, and then you can close this door again. Hello, little baby. As for the rest of them, because you will have low numbers here, you want to get these guys back up there, so that's why I built this little system here. So this is simply water flowing there. They are all stood on top of a slime block. So there's a slime block in there with a sticky piston underneath, and this is a button, and this is pretty fun. So we simply press this, and we yeet them straight up, so they go back into the group. So we recycle the babies in here, and then they turn back into adults. I don't know why it is exactly, it just turned out this way. But the babies, as we recycle them, they get stuck in there, but the newly born ones fall on through. So they just sit there, turn into adults, and your amount of bookworms keep increasing and increasing as time goes on. With that being said, it's just so fun. I love doing this. Whee! Anyway, as time goes on, you'll get too many bookworms, by the way. So you'll probably need to start, executing Order 66 on these little babies. So yeah, they'll start getting too much. Either let them out somewhere, or otherwise. If you want to go for quality bookworms, I know that's the thing with some of you. Personally, I don't do it. Just like take the ones, if you use, I've forgotten what it's called, the higher quality ones, just take those out and maybe build a second one, or just kill all of these and then put the high quality ones in, so you only breed those ones with one another. So yeah, you can probably do something like that. And then, bada boom, bada bing, eventually you'll end up with loads in there. And yes, as I said, you You probably don't want to have too many in here, because if you're on a server, you'll probably get banned or whatever, because you will lag the crap out of the server, or your single player world even. So yeah, just start, killing them off down there. And even though it doesn't look good, I'm just gonna do it here. So don't do this in your survival world, obviously, but if just so you guys get like a visual representation, if you were to break that out, then well, fine, let's just do that one there. So there is quite a lot of bookworms in there, even though it doesn't look it, and you can add even more in there. So that is simply to stop mob cramming, which is why we add this this piece of vine there. But yeah, you're actually dealing with a lot, which would normally take up a huge surface space. So that's why I've done this little method here, and it's quite nice having them recycle, so we don't need to lure them around, and that sort of thing to pop them back in. And that's how this farm works. At this stage, let's get to the building end, shall we? So, the dimensions of this farm is simple to remember. It is simply 5 by 3. So, that's it. Doesn't look too bad, does it? Yeah, quite easy. Right, so 5 by 3 by 7 high. So that being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. And now we just fill in all the rest. It makes it way easier if you build a frame first and then... Wow, the noise of that fly. So annoying. Anyway, yeah, let's just go ahead and fill in all the sides. It's always nice and easy this way. Once you have a frame, it's just way easier. I am just using this, which is light grey stained glass. With my texture pack, I know a lot of you keep asking, it is Chroma Hills. And it is by far my favorite texture pack. Let's do this. We can leave this part empty. This is where dispenser will be, and that would be, so we'll do this. Perfect. Now that we can kind of see what's going to happen here, let me start doing this. So, this is where the flow of water will be. And from here, because it's a sticky piston, let's use some obsidian. For those of you who don't know, obsidian, or, well, what should I say? Slime blocks, they don't stick to obsidian. So since this is where our slime block will be, that's where our piston will be. Yeah, let's do this like this, and then let's add a slime block. Otherwise, it won't work. Wow, that fly is insistent. Let's add, second thought, let's add the sticky piston. So, sticky piston. You go in there. And then slime block, and then we just need some way to activate it. So let's go through here. This is where the button will be, and then that should be there. Perfect. There's our piston. Let's add some redstone dust. Is that called redstone dust? Huh? It's called redstone. Never mind. I don't know how it works. All the same. And then on top of that, solid block, and then I'm gonna add a gold button because they are the fastest buttons in the game. Yes, they actually have different redstone speed compared to the rest. So, there we go. Can you hear it? Yeah, nice. Exactly what I want. Just want to see. Yeah, there we go. This works. Well, that works. That is working. Anyway, water bucket. There. Lovely stuff. So it looks something like this. And now I need to create a divide here. Cool. Here I'll add the trapdoors because you want to be able to fish them out here. I'll add one here and one on the top. The reason why I add two is, yes, you can just add one at the bottom, that'll be fine, but you will get XP from this as well. So if you want to get the XP, you need to stand here. Get the breeding XP. And seeing as XP is high valued in RLCraft, you probably do want to collect it. Lovely, let's see. So here and here, this will add some signs to block off the water. Add a sign there, and a sign there. Cool. I'm just gonna add a bucket of water there, and it should look like that. Excellent. Now let's get the dispenser. Probably need to move some stuff around. You'll need to add a block here at the top, so there. Looking from below, we add our dispenser from underneath here. And then we can destroy that. Perfect. I'll add my Ender Watcher. Ooh, actually, I should not be doing this. We have yet to introduce our customers. Okay, so let's do that part first. Let's get trapdoor. They'll be stood block 1, block 2, block 3 here at the top. That's all be stood, and right above this, here somewhere, one of these needs to be a solid block. So I'm gonna add some stone or something. Any solid block, because vines don't grow on glass unless there's a solid block. And for some reason, so you can't place vines on glass, but if you place vines on a solid block, it will then grow on the glass that's on the sides for some reason. Anyway, let's add some vines. Boom. And that is lovely. Now, from here, we'll need to get our little dudes in there. So you always need 2 to start off with at least. So let us get our little bookworm, egg, or whatever. Let me just add worm instead. Worm. Alright, so you can use lead or just, I believe it's, is it foul candy? That's it. Candy. Just kind of lead these guys up here, so yeah. Yeah, they are very much interested. Okay, so just bop them in there. Come here, you're gonna fall off. Come here. Come here. His AI needs to update. Come here. I'm just gonna push this one in for now. Here we go. You coming along? There we go. This AI has updated. And stop that. Get on in there with your little legs. Yeah, they are, as you can see, exactly 1 by 1 blocks, so it needs to be kind of precise in order to get them drop in. Even though I feel like this one might just be fatter than the previous one. Okay, let's do this. Let me just change the time to day before stuff starts spawning and make my video miserable. And now we add dispenser. Nope, it's pointing to the side. Let's do that again, so it's pointing downwards, like so. Cool, and that, and now I'm gonna add my, you can add, you know, any sort of redstone mechanism, but like I said, I'm going with the Ender Watcher. There we go, as you can hear, triggers that quite nicely. Focus that on up, and that should be all of it done, I believe. Let's add some love arrows. Cool. I'm just gonna let the one little baby pop on through. There we go. How cute. And we can get the XP there. And now we loop. He goes in there, and boom, presto. And then he turns into an adult, and so on and so forth. Excellent. Okay, and that's that done, guys. So, not too complicated. Just a tiny smidge of redstone. And there you go. Perfect. Alright, so, thank you everybody for watching. Have yourselves a lovely day. Happy RL crafting. And this is Zerger saying goodbye. Cheers.